All right, collective. I hope you've been doing good. The message here is if you let me show you. That was the message I was getting, the channel message right before I turned on the camera. It was a lot of romantic energy. I will say that. Three of Cups. Ooh. 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 High Priestess. So, High Priestess, you've got some friends. You've got like a little, you got some stuff going on. You got some stuff going on. Some people to get out the house with. Yes. I love it. Yeah. They spirits and they're not moving fast enough. For whoever your man is, because your man is like, yeah, where are you? What happened? Yeah. Yeah. They want to know. Yeah, this King of Pentacles. He's like, I'm ready to go. Where are you? He hasn't seen you out yet. He's like, I'm here with my cups. He's like, look, I don't see you. This is the whole I don't see you. There's no, ain't nobody. I've been out. I've been out. I did what my friend said. I went out. I didn't see no damn lovers nowhere. I'm looking for you. Ooh. Ooh. It's gonna happen though. This King of Pentacles. Okay, so this is the thing. I got a bunch of new decks, right? And whatchamacallit, my decks, all of them, when I started to, use them and start to do, little readings on them, just to see what would fall out. The King of Pentacles kept coming out on every last one of them. So I guess this King of Pentacles wants everybody to know he's also also Emperor, because this person is looking at this High Priestess energy as someone that they want to be with. Yeah. An Ace of Wands for that person. Yeah, they've got they feel like they've endured enough. That person has endured enough. Yeah. Maybe right now this High Priestess energy looks and feels kind of like a Queen of Wands. Oh, so here's the thing. Housekeeping. I'm sorry, my bad. I meant to do that from the gate because I had a few housekeeping notes. Yeah, I sure do. So somebody was ragging on me about the fact that in my reading, I put out that if you're in your divinity, then you are not having sex. Correct. Because once you're able to really get away from the illusions and say, okay, wait a minute, I have to start to value myself more. It's a factor of valuing self. Do you understand? Okay, so because if you don't feel like you're in a divine union yet, then yes, you should still be working on defining self more. And that means to pull away from people. That's why God tends to pull us away from people in order to allow us to really have some blind faith, and just depend on, because most people don't even know their own energy. You know what I mean? Most people don't even know their own energy, for the simple fact that, here's the thing. It's probably one of the generational curses that majority of people haven't gotten over, and that's why nobody in their family has really been able to, ooh, yeah, I'm not even playing. That's why most people in their family haven't been able to accomplish the things, or, whatever it is, wherever it is that they feel like they're not yet. You know what I mean? I'm gonna just put it that way, because everybody feel like they're not in some way, shape, or form. And it's because of generational curses. I don't care what it is. But I feel like for most people right now, most of the population that is single, they're in these real, your spirit keeps saying chariot relationships, okay? In these, yeah, with people who end up, trying to portray this, but really it'd be about this. You understand? And that's how you get yourself in these instances in the first place, where you have to go through all of these karmic cycles, is because you're connecting yourself with people. A lot of people had to go through quite a bit, I'm sure of, in these readings, from what I can see, with these people energetically stalking them. You know, that shit's not fun, because it's not like they're doing it on one level either. So anyway, let me, oh goodness gracious. Because there's levels to this shit and people don't get it. But anyway, I just challenge and urge everyone that if you felt some kind of way about what I said about being celibate and not being with anybody, then I challenge you to kind of just do some stock and inventory and look at like, okay, what kind of work am I doing right now? Have I been doing my spiritual baths? Have I been cutting soul ties? Have I been, you know, what work am I actually working on? You know, can I tell that, you know, through the behavior of my children and my parents, that I've actually broken generational curses? Because that's what we're supposed to be looking at, right? That's what the cards are for. They're not to spy on our exes and see what's going to happen next. It's to figure out where we are in the play of things and how we need to maneuver or change our energy at whatever fashion to be able to move forward in the next level. Okay? All right. That's how you get a lot of opportunities for a lot of different things. You know, and then you get to choose which things you want. I mean, it was with the Queen of Swords, so I know I didn't maybe cut another couple nerves, but I don't really care. Shit. People want to challenge me on what I'm saying. This is the thing. I've done it, and I know that for a fact that when you start to value yourself in that way, you start to see the true colors of the other person that you're dealing with. Okay? It's like, okay, well, what would they actually do if they're not getting that from me? What would they actually invest? Because it's all about investments. You be investing in people and they be investing in you. So what are they investing outside of physicality and being able to cook? Because everybody can cook now. The men and the women. Everybody can cook. Everybody got something they can make. Even if it's just to bake a cake. And that's for real. Yeah. Spirit's like, oh no, that was out the door. Spirit was just giving the energy of like, yeah, that energy is out the door of like, oh yeah, I know how to cook and keep the house clean and this and that. Everybody does. And if not, they can hire people that do. Okay. So I feel like people need to learn and earn and understand there's more value to them. Yes. There's more value to them. People don't acknowledge their value. That's where people are right now. That's where the group of people are right now in the romantic spaces that feel like their celibacy is not a priority and is not a factor in what's happening in their life. Connecting yourself to people, not knowing who they've been connected to, what's connected to them, and everything else is what got you in the first fucking place, right? It's what's always had you, probably. Not to say that we don't love our children. Yeah, it's time to move on from that. Spirit saying it's time to move on from that energy. 8:18 on the clock. It's time to move on from that energy. Yeah, some of y'all have a King of Swords out here waiting for you. And be serious about it. It's also what Spirit is telling me. Be serious about it. Yeah, be serious about this new adventure. And keep your hope about it. Keep looking at it like you were a child. Oh, that was the other thing too. Yeah, there was another reader that didn't like that I spread, or that the energy was being spread throughout the readings. That's what I gathered from their reading that they gave. But that you could not dream as high as you wanted to. That people weren't going to get these wonderful individuals that were going to have their shit together. And it's like, well, perhaps if this person was actually doing the work, it's like that's where all of the, you know, you got to hold up and check the vernacular. You know, has this person been always creating and improving themselves? Is this person a true Hierophant energy that deserves the respect and admiration that they're receiving at this point in their life? Is High Priestess and the dang on Hierophant right now? Come on. Take a lesson. Okay, it's a lesson of love, because that's what true self-love is. That's the other message. Yes, thank you, Spirit. That was the other note, because I had my notes over here. What is it? Okay, yeah. Okay, we got most of them already. All right, cool. Yeah, see, I ain't playing with you. I ain't playing. Yeah. So anyways, don't let somebody talk you out of what you want to experience in life. If you want to experience some big house with somebody that's going to be there and be a good dad for your kids and this and that and the other, and you see all these wonderful things, yes, you can build that with anybody you want to. Trust and believe. Trust and believe. You ain't gotta be, you gotta want it bad enough. You gotta be willing to endure all the lessons and the tests that come towards you. See, this is tests and lessons. Okay, that's the part I don't be speaking about, is the tests. I think maybe I gotta open up a lesson on the tests. Okay, let me leave that alone for right now, since we barely even getting the fact that there's lessons. So let me hold on. Okay. Anywho. Yeah. This is thank you, Spirit. This is exactly how you obtain and you achieve the things that you so desire. Okay, all the partnerships and agreements and things that you want in life, all the establishments that you want to create for yourself in life. You know what I mean? I'll show you again. That's how you do it. That's how you do it. Okay, that's how you obtain this. Where someone's pouring into your cup because you realize that you actually deserve that. You need it because this is the thing also. I believe in putting in all the things on yourself and into yourself that you want from somebody else. So if you want somebody else to cater to you and to get this and, do this and get you this and do that for you, what is all happening with these cards? Okay. Then you got to do that for yourself. What do you want the person in your life to be able to do? But before you can even ask that question, though, here's the real conversation. Before you can even ask that question, in my personal opinion, you need to sit down and write a list of who you want to be. Who the fuck do you want to show up as? Who the fuck do you want to present yourself as? Excuse my language, but I feel so very severely about this. Okay, calm down. Because most people don't know who it is that they want to be. And that's the reason for all of this drama and competition and people trying to, it's just reality is, my goal is that everybody focus on themselves. That's what I do with the tarot, because that's what I believe is the most important thing. Listen, I may be a little bit sharp with it right now today, but essentially it's because I want this for everybody. All right. So essentially, you can have as much as you want in this lifetime. You can have whatever you desire, whatever your dream is, your fantasy world is that you would like to come true. You can have that. Look, it's about being in a balance. It's about balancing yourself out energetically, working through and healing yourself and being in that process and understanding what those different levels mean and how they present themselves and what they really are. Because most people don't understand what generational curses is. Like I said, initially, a part of that is, the things that we feel like we shouldn't give up. Oh, I don't need to give up, drinking because of this. I don't need to give up going to this place or that place. Yeah, if it's full of people that you don't want to be around, or the people that are not going to lead you to a good direction, then hell yeah, you don't need to be there. Essentially, most people need to be celebrating the safety of their home, right? that's landed on the King of Swords. And the King of Wands came out when I was talking about going out. But it's like the going out, when you're going out, you should be in this King of Pentacles energy. You should be rushing to this. If it ain't about the money, what is you out there for, honey? And it's not, and I don't even mean, like, some people might even take this the wrong way, because we all know that we're definitely not in some karmic energy where we feel like we should be outside because we're selling stuff. So that's not even gonna come up, because I felt some energy like that. Maybe that person is watching. Maybe it's a cross watcher. I don't know. Maybe it's a straight watcher. I don't know. Oh, my apologies to all the straight people. I don't know how that works. Anyway, the Eight of Wands. Yeah, things are moving forward. There's communications coming in. Things are moving forward. I always feel like the Eight of Wands is just like moving forward. Things are manifesting quickly. Things are happening quickly. Well, hell yeah. Especially if you get into that energy. Hell yeah. That's why the death card just came out. Number 13, lucky number 13. As soon as you put an end to all of that bullshit that's giving you all these headaches and shit, the stuff that you don't want in your life, or the people, places, and things, that's when you start to realize who you really are and what you really want in life, what fulfills you. You know, what are your real love languages? You know, is it just this or is it also that? You know, do you like massages and flowers? Like, what kind of things do you like? Like, what does a real partnership look like to you? Do y'all get up in the morning and do, you know, exercises together? Do you exercise separately? Who will take care of the kid while you guys go exercise? What kind of life are you living? You know, these are the things. But first and foremost, before you can even get into any of all of that shit, you got to sit down and think about who you want to show up as a woman or a husband, and how you walk in the room and what you present. And from that point on, while you're sitting in that and creating that list, I believe that you're supposed to be in a spiritual space of celibacy and evaluating, you know, what that feels like. And that's probably how you prosperously manifest what you want. I'm not saying don't be with yourself, because that's exactly what self-love looks like, is making sure that you're fulfilled in those ways. And that's what I did when I was the first time around, because the first time around I did it the wrong way, to the point to where it's like, I don't want nobody to touch me and make me feel like that until I'm married. And I learned that's not how you do it. No. Nah, you take care of you. You take care of you. You take care of you. Because sometimes it's just a feeling, you know. And then also that energy is supposed to be used in a different way. Thank you, Spirit. If I haven't already said that energy is supposed to be used. It's a sacred act. That energy is supposed to be used to fulfill some requirements towards fulfilling manifestations for families and stuff like that. Spirit's like, don't hold back. Here's a cup. Yeah. That's how you receive more blessings anyway, from more downloads as well, is what Spirit's telling me right here. That's how you're able to, wow, my nose is flaring up. I don't even know what that's about. Yeah, more downloads is by being able to know how to isolate yourself and prepare. It's like you have to find the perfect balance between preparing for the worst and really just being able to set clear boundaries. So much so that wherever you're present, people feel your boundaries. You don't have to tell them. 17:07 on the clock. There's nothing you have to say. You can hold back anything you say. You know, that's okay. Because people can feel your boundaries. People can feel your boundaries. Yeah. By the way that you carry, because you will start to, when you value yourself differently, you carry yourself differently. There are different aspects too of how you carry yourself, how you walk, you talk, you this and you that. When you actually embody all of these energies as well, you just automatically learn to do that. And I'm not saying everybody starts talking proper or no shit like that. Don't even start right now. I'm just saying, you start to talk about different things, right? You start to think the different things become more important to you, or you start to talk fucking less. How about that? Because most of that some people can't understand that. Okay, because sometimes in reality, most of us are just sounding like regurgitated or what is it called? Regurgitated or vomited things of the past, like somebody who's always reciting scenes from movies and saying, you know, when they talk, the things that are funny and the things that make their personality, or they always bringing up some shit from a movie or cartoon or some shit like that. There's no authenticity. You know what I mean? This is how you learn your authenticity, because from my understanding, from the moment we were born, we were either slapped on the ass, depending on how old we were, or we were, manipulated. Right now, I believe they just dig all up in your nose and your mouth and all kinds of shit when you're born, to make sure you know that they're there now. And people have been stimulated since birth in the aspect of being around people, learning their mannerisms and everything that they do, who they are from the people around them. When in reality, people are supposed to be free to examine and experience life in their own regard, how they aspire to be. And so essentially, being able to do a lot of childhood work on, your childhood trauma and stuff like that enables you to realize, what it is that's holding you back. Because I don't think that anybody out here on this earth can say that they're perfect. But I do believe that people can say, hey, I'm doing the work and I see it actually progressing, and I know that I'm going towards what I need to be going towards. Like, I'm in the right direction. The 10 of Pentacles. Thank you very much. I'm headed in the right direction in life. I'm headed towards my 10 of Pentacles because I am changing how I act, think, believe, see, know, you know, all of that. Influence, etc., etc. The 4 of Wands and the 8 of Wands. Yes. Okay, that's how I'm celebrating, and I'm teaching my children that. And because I'm teaching my children that and I'm instilling that in myself, I now see a difference in the way that my parents are responding to things in their life and how they're going into their own Akashic fucking records. Yes. And they're setting some own passion, their own passion about themselves in life. If this is how you feel, you know what I mean? They're setting their own passion in life and trying to figure out what they want to do in their next level because they see me doing it too. And they say, okay, you know, and they realize, I don't know. I'm just telling you, King of Wands and Queen of Wands came out. This is a very passionate message, I guess. It's a message to help people understand, like, why you keep ending up in this heartache in the first place. People don't take the time to really examine, you know, who they're with. Yes, there you go. Oh, goodness gracious. People aren't really aware of what it is that makes them happy, you know, what it really is. You know, they haven't had enough time to sit back and give it to themselves, because I believe that you're supposed to be able to give it to yourself first before you can look for anyone else to provide it for you. That means everything. That is just what I believe. If you don't believe that, then fine. I don't care. I really don't care. But at the end of the day, I believe that in order to fully embody both of the energies and be an empress and being in, you know, and get to this high priestess, you know, because high priestess is one of the first cards that came out, right? So to be a high priestess, you have to be able to embody, you know, you're in a different shit for sure, for sure. You embody some masculine energy for fucking sure. Excuse my language. But you embody some masculine energy for fact. There's a slight honk outside. Yeah. Take a lesson from my little cruel words today. Okay? This is a little bit of a judgment call maybe for somebody. I don't know. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. Okay? What was that about? Some cards was like, what, wicked sticking together. Anyway, what else can we know about the situation? I'm tired of. Yeah. Okay. This 4 of Pentacles. Somebody don't want nothing that's being offered, and you know, my bad. I thought that 4 Cups was the 4 Pentacles, but either way, the 4 Pentacles brought all this ass on out, and the 4 Cups just means you bored with fucking life at this point, because that's what you know what I mean. Or this person is kind of bored with having to stand their ground. Like, it's a wrap for, you know, being in some energy where they got to compete for somebody's love and, you know, got to show this and got to show that. Nah, somebody gonna love me. Somebody gonna love me for who I am. Justice and the Judgment was popping out. Somebody gonna love me for who I am. Some more energy. 4 Cups and 4 of Pentacles is kind of the same, but it, I mean, I guess if you're looking at it as only as Pentacles, yeah, there was a Queen in that's that Queen of Cups in reverse energy. Maybe somebody who doesn't oh shit, why is this coming out? I didn't even write her down on the paper. Spirit. All right, there's another reader. There was three readers for certain clapping at me. And the other message is essentially the way also a reason that you have to learn how to not give yourself away. Give yourself away so somebody else can use you. Use yourself, okay? Use yourself. Use yourself for a little bit. I'm just saying. Use yourself. Use yourself. And spoil yourself, so you know what that feels like and looks like and feels like, so that you can understand that when other people come into your energy and they're not really meeting up to your needs, that you're quickly able to kick them to this curb. And my foot kicked my wall this time, because I really need to kick them motherfuckers to the curb, because I feel like a lot of people get caught up in these, like, this whole little past energy shit, because, you know, the past energy wasn't your kingdom spouse. That's why you got caught up in a little, oopsie daisy. Let's get it. Let's keep it popping though. Like, we get it. We get it. We get it. We get it. Right? Let's move on. Real talk. I feel like that's coming for that King of Wands and that transformative energy. That death card. Yeah, facing all your fucking demons in life. Yeah. Yeah, it's all about learning the lessons. Yeah. It's a mentality that has to take place. It's a mentality that has to be understood. In order to not be, you definitely can't be in no Queen of fucking Cups energy. I'm gonna tell you that for a fucking sure. You ain't gonna be able to save a fucking penny. Real talk. You're gonna look just like this picture. This is the last photo. You going to get a lottery ticket? Shit. Not in that desperation energy, holding on to that shit in that quicksand, you ain't, because that ain't gonna get nothing. You can't manifest shit like that. They smell desperation on the way there. Or the cards switch up, somebody bottom all, or I don't know. Like some shit be happening. When you're in an energy of desperation, yeah, no. Holding on and trying to say, okay, I need to have this. No, you don't need to have that. You need to feel that energy. Feel it for yourself. Manifest some things for yourself. Manifest, some I don't know, out of the windfall ass money. Since we was talking about lottery tickets, manifest some windfall ass money masturbating. I'm just keeping it 100. I'm sorry, YouTube, if this is too much, okay? I don't really care. I don't really care today. I'm just trying to tell people what I really see with these cards. And I'm tired of people telling me what's this and what's that and what's this and what's that. And they little subliminal messages before they reading start and shit. Or for the whole reading or whatever it be. I don't care. Spirit saying they got you. They all got you. At this point, at this motherfucking point, not putting self first and holding self to self, so that self can know who self is in a 100 kind of way, better than anybody else can tell them. And the boundaries are met before that's how you attract what the fuck you want. That's how you attract and always possible. Yes. A lot of people need to move on from that past energy and past lifestyle, how they were perceiving things. That's the whole reason for looking at tarot again, is to learn how to walk away from things, people, places, and things that do not serve. There we go. Okay, I'm going to end it there. Yes. Just have the strength to do that. Have the strength to stand firm in your boundaries and speak up and talk shit for yourself. 2727. So that you can be able to do whatever it is that you need to do in your life. Whatever that means, but you definitely, ain't nobody supposed to be standing, because that's all I do is let you end up in this energy. I'm going to end it there. Yeah. Yeah. What is this about? Somebody trying to make somebody a target? Three of Pentacles. Oh, yeah. Somebody's still going to be trying to get at you. Yeah, some competition-ass energy. Oh. Or maybe some competitive-ass energy is watching this. Maybe a King of Cups. Yep. It stopped and then it started again. Oh, maybe a King of Cups. Okay. Yeah, it's somebody who's jealous because you're about to have this Ace of Pentacles in life. They thought they were leaving you in this energy. What you did was you put this energy to the side and said, okay, well, I'm going to look ahead at this energy and say, what do I do to make sure that I don't get into this energy ever again? The individuals that understand where I'm coming from when I share the perspective of being able to value oneself and pouring a lot more self-love and all the shit that I conveyed already. All right, fine, I'll be quiet. Yeah, that'll bring you this Ace of Pentacles, which is what everybody wants. I feel like it's kind of more so even like the World card in some fashions, because a lot of people feel like they may have a lot of these things, or some people don't acknowledge how much these partnerships with your person actually play a part in you obtaining the Ace of Pentacles, because you guys are supposed to manifest things together. It's a part of strengthening your bond, because you've been through so much shit and you feel like everybody in the world is against you. So that's a way of strengthening your bond, is to be able to come together and some shit like that, right? create a new beginning, spark a new beginning of ideas and creativity and everything that somebody could want in life, and really be able to reap the rewards of your efforts and pioneer some shit, because that's what I feel like this person is doing. I'm gonna leave it there. Just leave that thought, all the thoughts that I done, brought up so far, that could help, someone to be in their Eight of Pentacles energy. Well, I feel like most people are usually hardworking and focused on, instead of on judgment, I feel like, hold on, because I don't feel like it should be on judgment or charity or giving to nobody else or no shit like that. Because it feels like a lot of people have thrown justice out of the window, and I feel like that's from listening to readers that tell you can't have all of this, and it ain't going to be that for everybody, and then that you be like, yeah, that's right. No, that ain't fucking right. Go within. Don't go without for the true value of oneself. Start to take stock of your own inventory, of see how much you are worth to you. Put that back in that little kid's hand or some shit, like where you feel like it's dead. Put that shit back in that little kid's hand. Look at all the things that you thought that you deserved when you were a child, and see how you can obtain that by becoming the person that you identify with becoming as a husband or a wife or a partner or whatever it is that you're after. You need to embody that energy first before you can ever obtain it, no matter what it is aspiring towards. If you want to be a world-renowned, athlete or some shit like that, you have to embody that energy. Them kids be out there playing their hearts out to become the next this and that and the other, right? That's where it starts. You got to have that in yourself too as an adult. You cannot lose track of your childhood energy, because that's what will stagnate you as well. So you need to get, I don't know what you need to do, but you need to get out there and do it for sure. And it's going to open up all of this creative energy, is what I feel like. This whole creative energy will come out. This already got people fucked up. Ain't no need to go against people that's staying in their lane. You feel me? I'm not. If you feel like so that's the other thing the other reader said. She said some shit like, "Well, everybody ain't at the same place." Yes, but what if when that was also part of the notes, just so you guys know. But what if when they pass my message of saying they supposed to remain celibate or whatever, in order to really get in their divinity? How do you know that wasn't a critical piece of information that maybe even triggered them in some fashion? And we know all about what a trigger means, right? Right? Just be patient. Understand that everybody is at a different level. If somebody caught it just like you caught it, maybe it was a message for you and for them. You never know. You never know. All right, Spirit, tell me what's going on with this energy down here, because I don't even know what this is anymore. It's something like the past is returning for a time, is what it's saying. Like over here, the things that you had needed to walk away at. Oh, okay, so that's the other thing Spirit told me before I started the reading. To have this queued up. Probably didn't even, because I went to look at the store instead. Dang, I looked at a gang of stuff. Okay, there's different retrogrades that are occurring right now, okay? And when you start to understand, like Mercury retrograde, to my opinion, usually kind of makes everything a little bit haywire, but more so you can tell usually when Mercury retrograde is in order is because it'll be things like you arrive somewhere on the wrong day or time. Right? You forget about an appointment, or you remember it too early, or some shit like that, right? Or it's technology. Technology is not working like it normally does. It's giving some type of error, or there's a mishap. That's usually what I've seen encounter. There are a couple retrogrades that are coming back out, which I believe some of them were in Venus. So you probably want to look at your Venus and see what it is in the what it is about the sign in your Venus, or your this or your that are of the sign that's in your Venus or your Uranus or whatever it is, or Mercury, whatever it is in retrograde. Look at the sign that's in that planet. Okay, I hope you guys are following me. Look at the sign that's in that planet of yours from your chart. and see what are the negative aspects of it and work on those, because they exist in you, because they're in your chart. And those are little hidden secrets to being able to turn some shit all the way the fuck up. Excuse my language. This was definitely not for kiddos. It says it's time for a treat. A powerful energy shift. Yeah, you can expect a treat after this and a powerful energy shift. You can expect those things to occur. And this comes out to a 10 and a 10. I just want to point that out because 7 and 3, 73 is 10. And then this is a 10, which still goes down to 1. You'll be number 1 twice. So maybe, yeah, maybe you'll get double your pleasure. You know, maybe you'll obtain more than you had anticipated by knowing that you deserve it, embodying the energy that you need to deserve it in all ways, shape, or form, because I feel like it's also on an aspect of mind, body, spirit. So it's about what you put into your head, what you're thinking about, right? That's, of course, number 1 and top priority. Making sure that you have your mantra set up for when those negative thoughts and projections occur, right? And then in addition to that, you want to have your body, you want to be eating healthy, drinking a lot of water and things like that, and eating healthy and clean. You also want to do your spiritual work, which is your rituals and things like that. For if it's just, starts out as self-care rituals, taking spiritual baths, or, doing your at-home yoni steams, just all kinds of different things. Saging every day down your chakra to kind of help cleanse and balance them. I don't know if people are out here doing these things. These are critical pieces of information that help you to understand how all of these things that you know about from these different aspects of the cards that are here to help you elevate yourself and really find out how to access your Akashic records and look into your deepest things. Okay, this is in reverse, which I knew. Yeah, it's saying it's time to be brave. It's saying that with the energy of your past returning, your past returning is brave. That's brave of them, I feel like. Especially anybody that's crossed you, especially if you've already set any boundaries anywhere with that person. Because I don't get the energy of people that want to hang around in the cutoff energy. I get that when you cut somebody off, you're definite. Like you gave the 3 chances, the 3 strikes, and you are fucking out, right? And if you, wasted away your three ducats, there's not a 4th. This is not a 4 of pentacles here, energy. You know what I mean? This is a 3 strikes, you're out, just like we said. But it's time to be brave, maybe for some of you with that other person, and walk away. Or maybe it's time for you to be brave and kind of energetically cleanse yourself of that person, since I was talking about cleansing. Yeah. And all the other people, places, and things that have their masks on and that you feel like energetically they may be up to something behind your back, or they don't talk to you the way you like. 3737. It's very important. Words or spells. If people say things that make you feel uncomfortable, there's a reason. It's words or spells. They taught us to spell in school. That was the first thing they taught us, when it rhymes. So just be careful how people get to use their words with you too, because those are things that are trying to interject and intercept in your life, and you don't feel some kind of way for no reason. Okay, I don't know, spirits may be wanting me to make sure I confirms for somebody that information. Magical space clearing time. Yeah. And Spirit's saying, don't forget that that little tip about the cleansing your chakras, okay? You go down the middle of your body all the way down with your sage and really cleanse your chakras, and maybe stand towards the north and to the south when you do that, to help embody the best parts of your north node and your south node. Start to get into your magic of yourself, because that's what it's about. It's about finding self, and the only way that you can do that is to spend more time with self. You can't do that by being with other people, and that's why it's so very important to take that time and be celibate and really go within, especially when you're on your spiritual journey. Just like everything else that you give up, people, places, and things, it's very critical to give up other things as well, because sometimes you don't know what it is that's holding you back from breaking a generational curse. I'm just keeping it 100. God always reveals it in some way, shape, or form, and when it triggers you, hey, take a look at what you need for what you want. I just happened to pick up that set of cards. I didn't know it was on the bottom. Okay, you are a shining star. You deserve everything that you want. You deserve everything that you want. And it's coming quicker because you're getting the information that you need to make solid decisions for self. Okay, I'm just picking up the bottom of this. And this is some good juju for you. And I'm going to leave that at this. I hope you have enjoyed this reading. I hope it has been helpful in some way, shape, or form. Namaste. Catch you on the next one.